Hi, I'm Brenda Buglione, and welcome to an all-new episode of SnowMotion. This week, we ride up the chairlift with U.S. downhill racer Breezy Johnson. And then we'll go enjoy some turns with actor Cameron Mathison. Later, Marcus Caston takes River Radamus free skiing in Alaska. As always, I'll share plenty of ski and fitness tips along the way. The snow's still falling, so let's get started.
Since 1976, U.S. ski and snowboarding has relied on the name Steadman to keep its athletes on the slopes, competing and winning against the world's best. Today, that legacy continues as the most innovative minds in sports medicine provide personalized patient care to our nation's best. On the World Cup Tour and beyond, the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, treating Team USA and the athlete in all of us.
Corbell, make it gold.
SnowMotion is brought to you by the Steadman Clinic, treating Team USA and the athlete in all of us. And by Gorsuch. Breezy Johnson loves skiing fast, and she's a dominant force on the women's speed team. We're going to ride up the chairlift with her and talk about recovering from injuries and the dangers of downhill ski racing. Breezy, you're training today. You just had a warm-up run. Do you like training here at Copper?
Yeah, it's really nice here. Sometimes it's actually a little too nice.
Yeah.
Like, snow always is like so
Perfect.
good. And then when you go to races and it's not perfect, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
I gotta be tough.
yeah.
Okay, so one of my favorite things about you is your name. I love your name. Your real name is Brianna or Breezy?
So my real name is Breezy. My mom was gonna call me Bree, and my grandma talked my mom into the name Breezy. So I don't have like a cool name that it was like really windy when I was born or anything, but I would say that I had to live up to it. So
Yeah, I guess you are, because you're going down the mountain so fast.
yeah.
Okay, so you're constantly training, getting stronger, staying in the weight room, lifting rep after rep. I'm so impressed because you work so hard.
Thanks. I mean, I think, most professional athletes are in the gym day in, day out. You just don't always see it. So I try to just show people a little bit about, what I'm up to and, what we're doing. And I, have had a lot of positive supportive people who are, really excited, and they're like, oh, I'm going to use this exercise in my workout. So I was like, cool, we'll help the people. So yeah.
Well, that is so cool because you've had so many injuries to endure and you just keep coming back.
Yeah, I fractured my tibial plateau in 2017. I did the splits in Aspen. I tore my ACL in 2018. I tore my PCL and my MCL in 2019. I had one of those spaghetti legs. And then in 2022, right before the Olympics, I tore my ACL again and also did a lot of meniscus and cartilage damage. So yeah, it's been a rough road, I guess, with the injuries, but I'm still having fun, so I'm going to keep doing it. And the injuries suck, but when you come back and you race again, you're like, this is what I'm here for. So you can't, quitting doesn't help, you then just don't ever get to do that. So, I'm lucky to say that medical orthopedic system is really good. So
it's working for her.
They've helped me out a lot. So, yeah.
Okay, so when you get back on the course and you're going 80 miles an hour, are you afraid?
Yeah, but you're always afraid doing downhill. Like, there's always that little voice that's like, you are going too fast and you are going to die. And you just learn to, like, live with that voice. I always say it's like your kids, like, fighting in the back when, you know, you're trying to drive to work. Like, you gotta learn to, like, be able to drive with your kids fighting in the backseat. You just have to execute your plan, and you have to trust and know that if you ski well and you ski the way that you plan to, that's the safest way. And actually, if you listen to that voice telling you, like, to, you know, do this and, like, you know, like, questions, that's actually a
more
dangerous
dangerous
voice. So.
Yeah. So you just go for it. You send it.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're gonna do, and then you gotta execute it. That's kind of what it is.
Okay, so I heard through the grapevine that you are superstitious and you have your favorite pair of socks. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I think most athletes are superstitious in some degree. So, like, if baseball players are, like, here, I'm, like, here. Like, I'm midway. I wash my socks.
Good.
That's
good.
an important part. But I do have some lucky socks. You know, I kind of keep my, like, long underwear consistent through the season because they save our butts, literally.
Okay, all right. The other thing that I heard that you like to do, which I like to do, is jump into high mountain lakes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, it started, like, well, if you hiked all the way here, you gotta jump in, like, fully immerse yourself, you know? And then it kind of started being like, it's like kind of more of like an adventure thing. It's like, where can I go that's new, that I haven't been to, that I haven't jumped into?
It's a good therapeutic recovery too to get in the
true,
cold
yes.
plunge.
I generally probably don't stay in long enough for the therapeutic recovery.
Okay.
But I think the plunge itself is still supposed to be beneficial. I'm sure there's studies saying that it'll kill me and ones that'll say that it'll make me live forever.
All right, well, we're going to be watching Breezy fly down the mountain this year. Good luck.
Thank you.
Coming up, I'm going to give you a tip that will help keep your lower and upper body separated. And then we'll go skiing with actor Cameron Mathison.
We see athletes as the ones that set goals in the recovery of a life-altering injury, the individuals that redefine the magic of getting back up, those that reframe their own recoveries to not be identified by their disability, but by what they will find next as their new ability to succeed. We are High Fives, the safety net of the outdoor sports community.
We don't just repair injuries, we look within to harness the body's own power to heal and decipher the delicate balance of tendon, cartilage, and bone. Developing new treatments so you recover faster. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
For all my latest ski tips and chairlift interviews, subscribe to SnowMotion on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at Brenda Buglione1 and on Facebook at Brenda Buglione. To be a good skier, you need to be able to separate your lower and upper body. Your lower body is your ankle, knee, hip, and your upper body is your core, shoulders, head. The reason why you need lower and upper body separation is that you need to get this downhill ski up on edge. And the only way to do that is put your ankle, knee, hip into the hill and your upper body separating it and putting it down the hill. We need this drive down the hill to counter the forces that we created on our skis. If I don't separate my lower and upper body, and I'm a straight line, I don't have any force or power on my skis. So I'm gonna slide my turns. We wanna carve our turns. And the ski is a tool. We want to put force on that edge. The ski is made with camber. When I put my ski up on edge and I bend it, it has energy. If I don't bend that ski, I'm just going to be sliding it around. When I bend it, I'm going to create energy out of that turn, and it's going to release me forward. But the only way I can bend that ski is if I separate my lower and upper body, countering the forces that are created under that downhill edge. So remember, if you want to set that edge and make clean carved turns, especially on the steeps, you need to separate your lower and upper body. Get that crunch right there, and you'll make beautiful carved turns. Cameron Mathison has appeared on General Hospital and All My Children, corresponded for Entertainment Tonight and Good Morning America. And he's competed in Dancing with the Stars. But when Cameron's not on the screen, he enjoys skiing with his family. Well, we're so lucky to have Cameron take some runs with us, ride the chairlift. Tell me about your acting.
I was on All My Children for 14 years.
14 years,
yeah.
Wow.
And that's what I started doing, hosting on the side. So I worked at Extra, I worked at Good Morning America as a correspondent, and I hosted reality shows and game shows and talk shows and all sorts of things. So I'm lucky to be working steadily as an actor and steadily as a host, which is really rare, and I'm so grateful.
Tell me about your skiing background.
Oh man, it's my love. It's been my passion my whole life. I've been coming to Vail for almost 30 years, but I've been skiing as long as I could walk. Literally learned to walk and ski in the same year. Yeah.
Wow.
I love it. So I always dreamed of being like a competitive bump skier, and but that was only in my own head.
Well, I think the route you went is
it's working out. It's working out. It gives me a nice balance. I love it.
Wow.
It's my number one.
Well, we're happy to join you and your family out here skiing today. So it is a great family sport, and I love that you have brought it into your family.
Yeah. My kids learned to ski here at Vail Mountain. I proposed to my wife at the top of China Bowl in Vail Mountain. We got married at a Larkspur in Vail Mountain. So this place is really, it's a really magical place for us. It's just been a nice escape from the entertainment industry. It's a really busy industry. There's a lot of, it's all work environments can be tricky, but it can be a very tough industry in many ways. Tough on the psyche, on the self-confidence and everything else. And so getting away, escaping, getting in the mountain air, it's just a magical thing.
It's a cure.
It's a cure.
Well, I'm so impressed with your love for our sport, and so that makes me happy that you're enjoying it as well.
It's a big deal, yeah.
And it's been fun to ski with you.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, let's go. We're going to tear it up.
Let's do it.
More run. Let's go.
Woo!
Here's a quick tip that will help you get out of the house and to the slopes faster. It will also help you remember all of your gear. All it takes is this little bag. You wouldn't believe how much I have in here. I keep my ski boots on both sides. In the center, I have my gloves in here, my helmet, goggles. I like to bring 2 sets of goggles because we could have sunshine or we can have snow. Then if it's warm and sunny, I have a hat with my sunglasses. I like to bring a vest because if it's cold, then I can put that underneath my outfit. And a hat if I'm gonna walk around town or do après. And I also have lots of neck gaiters. Oh, wait, one more thing. In this little pocket is my pass and always some extra sunscreen. Skiing is so gear intensive, and if you forget something going to the slopes, it creates such a hassle. So keep everything in one place and your life will be easier.
What we've done at Surefoot has really changed the way that you get ski boots.
The sun shines bright.
This boot is made for your foot. The difference is amazing. You'll ski better, They're better fitting, better skiing than anything you've ever experienced.
I woke up feeling great. Today was made for me. And life is good the way it should, the way.
If we want to protect the places we love, we must vote. America is a nation of many nations, many histories, many experiences. But despite our different paths, we all converged here. You see, our common ground is the land itself, our playgrounds, and places we love. Now we must protect them from the effects of climate change. If you love the land, make a plan to vote this November.
Dream job? Oh God. Marine biologist. A food critic.
I already started a coffee roasting business, Pacific Crest Coffee Company. And our first location's doing really well, and we're opening up a second location now in Truckee. Outside of ski racing, definitely dream job, heli ski guide.
Lifty at Cochrane Ski Area.
SnowMotion is brought to you by Surefoot. Better fitting, better skiing. And by Hester Gloves. Quality craftsmanship since 1936. Welcome back to SnowMotion. Per Lundstam, the Director of Sports Science for the U.S. Ski Team, shows us an exercise that activates a muscle group that you would not necessarily think about when you're skiing.
So what we're going to talk about is a little bit of a different concept, I guess, than most people think of, but it's to get strong in this anterior tibialis muscle, right?
Okay.
So you can pull yourself forward and be in balance as the forces, the dynamics change underneath your feet.
To keep on being over your skis because you don't want your feet to get in front of you.
Right.
So what do we do?
So what we're going to do is to strengthen this muscle. So we're going to do, extensions and flexions here, right? And it's really nice when you have a partner who can do it for you, because it's so nice to feel kind of what you are doing. It's easy for me if you try to hold it, I can push, and I can help you as well when you're starting to get really fatigued. So that's a really nice model if you have that partner to work with that way.
Yeah, I'm burning right here.
Yes.
I'm right,
Super
this muscle
burning
right
after,
there.
Exactly. So after 12, 15 repetitions, it's going to really, really burn. And
Okay, now if I don't have a partner, show me a band.
Exactly right. So just get the same setup. Get a band around your feet and around the post, something like that.
That right here.
Yeah, around your toes. Absolutely.
Okay.
But try to get the knee bent. There you go. Exactly.
Okay, just like that.
Yes,
Hold
exactly.
It.
Yeah. You do that many times, right?
Oh boy, it's burning.
Oh yeah, it's going to get right in there.
Okay.
Nice.
That's going to be a good one. It's interesting that when you go skiing the first time at the beginning of the year, that's the only muscle on me that seems to be tender the next day. So let's get those exercises.
Yes.
Marcus Caston and Tim Jones invite U.S. Ski Team racer River Radamus out of the gates and into the wide open terrain of Alaska in episode 12 of Return of the Turn. For more episodes, subscribe to Return of the Turn on YouTube.
I met River earlier this winter, just kind of in passing, and I didn't know if he, knew who I was or whatever. I just wanted to go say hi.
We met up in Beaver Creek after Birds of Prey this year, and I just said in passing, like, hey, we should do something. And he was like, yeah. And I figured nothing would really come of it.
When this kind of came together, I was like, this would be perfect, bring him up there.
I was just psyching on it from that moment, I was over in Europe racing and still just thinking about, man, I gotta get to April so I can go to Alaska, man, I can't wait. I don't get bored by ski racing, but I'm always searching for something more, searching for new challenges, new avenues to explore. So that was the impetus of coming here, putting myself out in deep water and seeing if I could swim.
Yeah, we had no idea how it would go bringing River up here. You know, and I know he's an awesome ski racer, and he's got a style that I assumed was going to be really great out here, but you never really know. It's been funny having a real athlete here. When I wake up in the morning and before I have my first cup of coffee, he's out there running up and down the street, you know, getting ready to go. You know, the powder's easier. The powder's soft. Powder doesn't push back as hard.
Feeling ready?
Absolutely. Well, should we go do it then? I kind of assumed, like, listen, dude, I'll show you, you know, how to do this for the camera a little bit, you know? And he crushed it. He's just an amazing skier.
When I'm racing, I've got this constant fear of wasted potential. That regret is worse than like any sort of mistake I think I've ever made. Now my mentality is always like, I'm gonna push as hard as I possibly can, and you know, when it connects, it's really gonna connect. That's what draws me to ski racing, is just pushing my limits as hard as I possibly can, trying to find a couple of hundredths here or there, and feeling that power. And if I ski one run and I really connect on a turn and then I blow up, you know, it sucks. But if I can make that turn once, I know I can make it again. When I'm skiing my best, it's almost like I'm free skiing in a race course. You know, like the gates are there and I have to follow that line, but I'm skiing my own track as well and just flowing like from turn to turn smoothly. I think that's the same thing here. Like the hill sort of dictates how you're supposed to ski it. I think I'm pretty good in my domain in racing, you know. I'm blind to a lot of this stuff here, so I'm definitely leaning on him and trying to figure out as I go. And it's sweet to have someone as experienced as Marcus to lead me here.
My takeaway is that he's gonna crush World Cups or anything in skiing that he wants to do. I mean, it's gonna be cool to watch. He's gonna change the sport. That'll wake you up, huh? That was sick. Every time he kicks out of the gate, it's like, it's a show. You know, puts on a big show. And it's been an awesome show to watch here.
Well, that's all for this episode of SnowMotion. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for more ski tips, films, and interviews. Until then, I'm Brenda Buglione, and we'll see you on the slopes.